Hi guys, my name is Samuel Somiwa. I'm here today to introduce to you what we call JinidoMobile.com. JinidoMobile.com is a recharge and bill payment platform where you can pay for all your bills, including DSTV, GoTV, StarTime, and also NEPA bills. You know, why our platform is very different from other platforms is that you get commission on every of your recharges. I advise you to go to www.JinidoMobile.com to register now. The first aspect is to register, the second aspect is to fund your wallet. And you can get for as low as 500 naira for 1 gig, and you also get 1,000 naira for 2 gig, and you can even get more on other SME data. To be a part of this amazing offer, log on to www.jinidomobile.com to get started.
Introducing social banking from GT Bank. Anywhere, anytime, any device.
So, I understand your name is Frank Donga. Is that correct?
Donga.
Okay, Mr. Frank. You're here for a visa application. Is that correct?
No, ma, it's visa. I've already done the application.
That's what I said. Visa application.
Yes, ma. No, ma, the visa. I need visa. I apply online. I've done the application online.
How long do you intend to stay, Mr. Donga?
As soon as we are finished, I go. They say it can't take long.
No. How long do you intend to stay in my country, Mr. Donga?
Okay, ma. I can't stay long. I have something doing. You understand? Soonest. Once I come back, I have a lot of things doing.
Can you give us a time estimation, Mr. Donga?
Ma.
Can you give us a length of time for which you'll be away, Mr. Donga?
No, I can't be away, ma. As soon as, once I finish everything, I return.
Can you convince me that you'll return?
I can convince you, ma. I can convince you.
Why would you return, Mr. Donga?
Ma, you know this place is not my place. Then anybody that is like market, you go to the market, you have to come back. You go, then you come back. So that's the thing. That's the plan. That's the plan. It's already there.
Okay, what do you do for a living, Mr. Donga?
You said?
What type of work do you do?
I'm a
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing, sir, Daddy?
We are fine. Oh, how is everything, comrade?
I'm not coming, sir. I see your voice, sir. I'm fine, sir.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, I have my daddy here, Comrade Honorable Ojikutu Adeniyi One, the Gbogbo Computer Village. Well done, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Hello, House. Thank you for having me. I appreciate being here.
Yeah, we're supposed to have that in last week, Thursday, but it was so very busy and you know follow up on him.
So he's here today now to brief us on what the topic we gave him. Daddy, good, welcome once again, sir.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. To go down to the topic, sir, we gave you, sir. Just to
Okay.
brief us on 30 minutes on it, sir. So that we can have 10 minutes question to ask you, sir.
Okay. Where do we start from? This is the way I want us to go about it. Number one, I will give brief intro. Then from there, we'll begin to, probably as a moderator, you can then ask questions. It will be interactive. Then we can allow other people to ask questions afterwards. But let me just give a brief intro. The topic basically before us is Nigerian political culture and Nigerian political culture, youth involvement in politics, IT perspective, and the challenges. How do we achieve a better Nigeria that we desire? The truth of the matter is, let's first start by, giving the conceptual definition of some of the key words that we have. We have Nigeria political culture. We have youth involvement in politics.
Okay.
We have the challenges.
Okay, sir.
We have the challenges. That's the IT perspective. What can IT do for us? What can IT challenges, yeah? Or better still, what can ICT do for youth getting involved in politics, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Getting involved in politics. More so, how do we achieve a better Nigeria? That's the concluding part. This is like a complete doctorate thesis, because of the men behind it. I trust the level of intellect and what have you.
Yes, sir.
Be that as it may be, that is we'll start by how do we achieve a better Nigeria?
Okay, sir.
Achieve a better Nigeria. Okay, let's start from political culture. Conceptual definition and understanding of political culture is politics is the way whereby people have chosen to run their own system or leadership style of a particular people, climate, and society. Be that as it may be, political system in Christendom, in Islam, under the Greek democratic system that is the largest in the world now, which was introduced in 15th century in present-day Greece. It's a style and the method that is chosen by the people to run their own society. So if that is politics, now Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, and a lot of Hinduism as well, and a lot of religion, traditional religion, they have their own political system, the way they have chosen to run themselves. Associations, for instance, Rotary Club, Leo Club, Lion Club, Rotaract Club, ISEC, most of those international voluntary organizations, charity organizations, they have their own political culture. For instance, Rotary, their political culture, as you are aware, is different from the political culture of most other associations or organizations. Let me just give a brief example. Rotary succession has a succession style whereby the president would look for the best class president, and it comes in succession, no no fight and no, it's just like a simple, selective process, and you only use a year as the president. So other people, so it's a form of political system that is enshrined in those organizations, Rotary, Rotary Club, Lion Club, and what have you, Leo Club. That's the So what do I want to point out is that this is a political system. Christendom, in the Roman Empire, there is a selective process to select their leader, which is the Pope. That is in Roman Catholic. In Islam, they use another system. There is no democracy in Islam. What is in Islam is selecting the best person that is most fearful. That's the most fearful in terms of the person with the highest taqwa, that is the highest fear of God, the person that has the knowledge of Islamic religion the most, the person that is that has the best leadership traits the most. That is their own style. Now in Islam, when you want to choose, their political system is different from Christendom. The Christendom is different from the Rotary, for instance. Those examples that we've laid down are different from the political system in the United States of America. It's different from that's the largest democracy or presidential system. It's different from what they run in India. It's different from the style they run, political system they run in China, for instance. That is a communist system, a national system of political system, whereby everything belongs, it's a collective ownership of some of the assets of the state and all that. Now, democracy, socialism, capitalism, monarchical system, what they run in Great Britain, these are political systems. What we run in the traditional Yoruba Empire, the Oyo Empire, the monarchical system of Nigeria, which is Kabiyesi, royal family. If there are 5 branches that are born into the lineage of the king, they are the ones that are going to be, doing the rotational style, and the select king from those family. Someone that is not part of the family cannot be a king in a town. That is the Yoruba style. The Igbos, the Obis, the Hausas, they have their own style as well. That is political system. Now, political system. Now, what do we now mean by political culture? Culture is what is a rule, the belief, the perspective, the religion, the practices of a people of a particular society that have been done over the years, and that become part of them, becomes their culture. This cap I'm putting on is a culture of a tribe in Nigeria. When you wear agbada and babariga is a culture. When you wear a George and maybe a Fakom is a culture of some people. And a culture is what people, the belief, the religion, the practices, the perspective of people, their behavior over a period of time that has become part of them, becomes their culture. So the Scottish people, they use can I go on?
Yes, sir. You can go on, sir.
The Scottish and the Wales, they have culture that people wear skirts. In Nigeria, some people have a culture that the men, they tie wrappers. It is their own culture. What we are saying is culture is something that people believe in, the religion that people worship, the style, their way of life for over a period of time. So you cannot call something a culture. You cannot call something a culture if it is just done in a year or 2 or 3 or 4. It has to be something that is passed from one generation to another over a period of time. So what is Nigerian political culture? If we might, go to that, having laid this, foundation. Nigerian political culture, as we know from the First Republic, which was a unitary system. After the series of military coups, we changed to federalism, and we were before pre-independence in Nigeria, 1952, 1950, 1952, 53, 56, 59. What we had were regional governments, whereby there was the North, the Southwest, and the Southeast. Now, these were tripods that Nigerian independence was built upon. These regional governments, were developing in their own pace. As at then, it was the money that they got from agriculture, from cocoa most, significantly, from the leadership under Chief Obafemi Awolowo, that was used to build the first skyscraper in Western Africa, that was used to build some of the universities in the Southwest. That's the Obafemi Awolowo University. These were the money that was used to build the first television station, which was NTA Ibadan, in Western region. And that is to say that in the Western region, the development was going and things were running for them based on the fact that the Western region has its own government, has its own leadership, and they were running their own resources. But when we became independent, and the North, the same thing with the North, they did their own granite pyramid. The Easterns were, exploring coal, and they were doing, and rubber, and they were doing fantastically well because there was competition, and this type of competition was a progressive competition among the regions. So everybody wants to do their best under a federating state. After independence, we ran that in about 1966, before the military, took over, and a lot of other things went haywire. After then, we decentralized we brought the federation together, we increased the states, and the political culture up till today is now democracy. Military rule 21 years down the line, military taking over power is not in vogue in Nigeria, is not in vogue in Africa, and is not in vogue no more anywhere in the world. Democracy is gaining its prominence. Be that as it may, believe you me, political culture in Nigeria, let's say in the last 21 years, or let's say from 1960 to this time, governance that is acceptable, or the style of governance that we can say is democracy, whereby the person with the highest or simple majority of the votes leads the nation. Now, political culture, it has a lot of branches. The two major political parties were doing rotational. They are saying the power shifting from the north and the south, and what have you. Though some of these things are not written, but President Muhammadu Buhari is serving his second time. We pray that he ends well, alive, Amen. And he will hand over well. Now, Amen. If the power is shifting from the north, it is an unwritten understanding between the two major political parties and some of the parties and amongst the ethnic nationality of Nigeria that the power is shifting to the south. Taking that as it may be, now that is forming to be part of our political culture. Yes, sir. If you say, is that written? I will tell you that British, in the Great Britain, some of their laws are unwritten laws. But because it has been the way that it has been done in the past, everybody will understand, they live to understand that culture and believe it and work with it and run their life with it. Be that as it may be, I think we've laid the foundation of what politics is, what a culture is in Nigeria. Now, moving to the next, key word, which is youth involvement in politics. Yes, Let me ask you, in this Fourth Republic, Are the youths taking the bull by the horn? That's number one question. Are the youths doing what they are supposed to do in terms of political involvement? Are the youths ready to take up leadership? The answer is no.
Yes, sir. It's no.
Go ahead,
because
moderator.
okay, sir. I say it's no. Everything is just no, because some of you have the mindset of, okay, if I get there, let me do what I want to do and eat the money and just get away from there. They said politics is national cake. Let everybody come and eat and go. But in my own knowledge, is not really something like that. Well, let me tell you, well, for some people, it's a national cake where eat your own and leave the rest for some people to come and eat also. But indeed, if you are doing that, eat your own and let's go. There'll be more corruption in this country. Where that if you just, when our next generation will be, okay, this is what our people are doing, eat your own and live there. So it will not be really what we think of a young person. It will be it will go in another side, because we are trying. So we have an argument that is this country is going to get a better what we call it, is still this country is still going to get a better economy. I don't even know. Even this morning on the radio I was listening to this morning at the what are they calling it, Wazobia FM. They said this country cannot be repaired again, and all this time they are saying no. If you have good leaders and you have a young people that are coming with a great mindset, we have this country back from those people that are there and hitting their own and just leaving it, corrupting it. Is not a quite this thing for the youth, because their mindset is, let me come and eat and go. I don't think maybe some of them are here to just come and repair or do something great or change some things. No, because of what our leaders have put down, what our leaders have laid down to some people, and their mindset is, let me come and eat and go, sir.
Thank you. Taking us back to the point that, are the youth ready? Are the youth doing what they are supposed to do? Are the youth prepared for leadership? What you trying to point out is that the youth of nowadays are come and chop.
Yes, sir.
Chop your own, make I chop my own.
Yes, sir.
What is in need for me? What am I gaining? Even if I get there, and if somebody gets there, let him steal all the money that belongs to the old people, and that is the kind of mindset that the people have, or let's say the youth have.
Yes, sir.
If you say this, the answer is neither here nor there. Number one, it is not everybody or every youth in Nigeria that is ready to be part of political system that has this mindset. But majorly, the problem, and I want us to take note of this, that we have in Nigeria are the people. I should come again.
Yes, sir.
The problem we have in Nigeria, are the people. I should go on.
Yes, sir. Go on, sir. You can go on, sir.
Now, power is not served a la carte. You know what a la carte is?
No,
Power is not served a la carte. A la carte is serve yourself, order for anything you like. They will not give you power. Like you go to a restaurant and say, I want shaki, I want pomo, I want. So you cannot say, I want power I want to go to House of Rep. I want to go to House of Assembly. I want to become a senator. I want to become a governor. And they will now say, oh yeah, take this one. Oh yeah, bring down. Oh yeah, take. They won't give, nobody will give you power. You have to work for it, stand strong for it, and at that is where you're going to get it.
Yes,
So we should understand that we are not, the youth can never be given power for free. That, oh yeah, take it. Maybe you want power, you want to become a chairman of local government. Oh yeah, take now. Go and become the chairman. No. Maybe you want to become a chairman of local government. Oh yeah, you want to come and House of Assembly member. 2023 is coming. Oh yeah, we are giving you before because you can speak English. No. Or because you are vibrant. No. Because you have gone to school. No. Because you are a successful person. No. Because they know that you do the best. No. What it is that we have is basically what you would do is to struggle, work, put your strength in it, and fight for power. So nobody will serve you, in a plate of plates. Oh yeah, take Chinese restaurant. No. Or take mama put amala chicken or eba and something or amala. No. Power is not like that. So we have to, Nigerian youth have to have that audacity, temerity, dexterity, vigor, attitude, character, approach,
Yes, sir.
intuition, sagacity, and the action to be able to move and be focused on getting power. But the challenge is funding. Let me take you to back when I said the people are the major problem. I said the people are the major problems.
Yes, sir.
The major problem is not really the culture or whatever. We built the culture. The people will build the culture. Now, ICT is becoming our culture.
Yes,
Technology is becoming our culture. This kind of meeting that we are doing or conference we're doing, the normal thing in the last 1 year, we will have done this in any of the big hotels.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Or conference centers. But ICT, technology evolution, is becoming our culture. That is to say that culture are built by the people. We are building this ICT culture, for instance. So the people are the ones that have not been able, including myself. We have not been able to put our acts together. The moment somebody in 2019 political office holders to 2023 class, now, if people are not putting pressure on them to give them money, when people are putting pressure on them to do projects, put pressure on them to build schools, put pressure on them to build hospitals, put pressure on them to repair your streets. Don't go there and say they should give you palliative. Go to that local government chairman and say that our road is very bad. We want to see your budget. If it's not in 20, they want to do budget now. If it is not in 2019 budget or 2020 budget, put it in 2021 budget. The local government does not have money. Go to the Ministry of Works. Go to the federal ministry. Lagos Ibadan Expressway is not completed. Lokoja Kogi, Lokoja Kaba, or Bayelsa Port Harcourt, or any street, or any major road, or any major federal government project. Let everybody go to Abuja. We sit in front of the federal ministry and we make it known to the world. We want this thing done. But the moment, even if it's dredging you want, we want commercial activities in our port, maybe outside Lagos, for instance. But when the people, I want to give you an instance. Idiroko Songwater, is it an expressway?
Yeah, it's an expressway.
It is not an expressway. It is a streetway, and it is based to a nation. Tell anybody in Nigeria that I said so. The moment we cannot do the right thing as a people, Now imagine from Ipokia local government to Egbado South local government to Owode to Covenant University to Obasanjo Farm to Sangwater. Let all the stakeholders on that road, in a day, all the KBACs, all the political leaders, all the honorable from Abuja, let them come and stay on that road and call the attention of federal government. Whether the federal government will not come and do it, it's not up to it. The money that they are going to use to dualize that road, to make it standard, it's a road that carries to, I'm just making an instance. But the moment as a people, we do not even understand what we really want, they will bring palliative. That money is not up to money that one person will misappropriate. So
Yes,
what
sir.
we are saying is that the youth should call for accountability. The youth should call for leadership. The people should, okay, we want a leader. So the moment you are having a governor, you have to make him work. So that by the time we make those people work, even you, even me, we will consider it very well before we say we want to run for anything. Because you know that it's a place to go and deliver. Chief Obafemi Awolowo, they do not have any means of making money. They were not leaders before. It was colonial rule that we had. But by the time they gave them leadership, they were focused to look at how to generate funding. They used, I'm a student of political history. Do you know that they did agric extension? This agric extension was to go to villages, educate people on how to generate resources. How do you do? They will go and meet people that you can farm. We have chemicals. We have improved seeds for cocoa. They will come, where you go and plow. Government will plow for them. They will encourage farmers to farm. Something that is close to that, that is saving Nigeria from importation of rice, now is the Kebbi Lake rice. Because what was done was government will give them improved seedlings. Everybody go and farm. The moment you do the produce, you have your produce ready, government is buying from you. And already government, the Kebbi State government has a market or a partnership to come and sell to Lagos State. Then over the years, the money that Lagos State government dropped, they were using it to give them rice. Lagos State government was selling even at a good rate to the people, and that snowballed the mindset, the entrepreneurial mindset in the mind of major people in Sabah, people in Ofada, in Ogun State, and a lot of other people to now think, okay, we can even farm rice. And rice production became even industrialists. They started opening rice mills. What I'm pointing out is that as a leader, as a governor, 2023, anybody that is not a visionary leader should not come on board. What have you done before? We want to know what you've done. So it is only people that have the mindset. It's not because I'm in a party or if somebody does not have that mindset to turn things around, I'm telling you, when you put them in positions, they will not do the right thing or they will not achieve results. Let me use a better language. And it becomes a problem on the people. So therefore, I want to, say that the people should be more, we should know what we are doing. And knowing what we are doing has to do with calling for accountability, standing strong for progress, standing strong for what we believe that can bring progress to the people. If we call the government to account, government will account and they do the best for the people. But when the people will be very docile, instead of people to say, okay, we want leadership, we want schools, we want hospitals, people will be fighting for, things that they can get in terms of food. You are not doing this. Person in political office will buy rice, will give them rice. So if you are saying you should buy rice, sometimes some of these people will buy rice with their own money. I want to make it back somewhere. So therefore, we should call for developmental projects, initiatives, rather than being focused on the very trivial and little and unsubstantial things. With that, the problem of followership will have been solved, and it will give us a concomitant progress in terms of better leadership.
Wow. Wow.
So, moderator,
Sir?
going at this,
Okay.
I want to say this. How would ICT assist us or assist the youth to take over leadership? Number
Okay.
one, that's the later part. ICT involvement, ICT has its advantage. ICT is going to be the one to determine everything from medical science to engineering, to education, to business, to commerce, to what industry do we have? To the financial industry, to a lot of other industries. ICT will affect a lot to transportation. ICT is going to be the determinant of some of these industries as we go forward. But what I have to say is that as it is, anybody that is interested, not just in politics, anybody that is interested in moving to the new world should understand the usage of ICT, should be very involved in ICT, and should know that without being savvy in terms of ICT, the person is going to be backward in any industry.
Sure, sir.
Even in spiritual world, if you see that the way that the affairs and the pastors are using the social media is even more than some of the business companies.
Yes, sir. Very sure, sir.
You see that a lot of them are going online, and they want to preach spirituality, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
They are not selling product, they are selling salvation, isn't it? But
Yes,
they are
sir.
online. So not to talk of you that you are a businessman. If you are not online, if you are not taking your business to that stage, you are calling for your own extinction. Let me give a simple example. People that are making compact disc, that's compact disc, that is CD.
Yes, sir.
They are no more selling. They are packing out of business. People that are doing the Kodak camera, the old one that they will say we are going to studio, we want to go and watch it. Can you remember?
Yeah. Yes, you sure, sir.
Now, if you have a studio that is watching those films to print pictures, would they sell?
Yeah, I'm there, sir. No,
They won't sell. Now,
we have phones, we have phones, we have other things
so if you have a company that is doing calendar and it's only calendar that they are doing,
let's go and pack up. Let's go and pack up because we have to put that in our phone.
That is to tell you that where we are going is that ICT, digital economy, is the fourth industrial revolution. So anybody that is not in that pace is calling for its own or its or her own business extinction. Youth should try as much as possible. I just made this broad that is not just in politics. Now, I want to say something about building an image.
Okay, sir.
Now, every youth that is involved in either business or politics or leadership should know that it is the image that leads to perception. Perception leads to an attitude. I should come again.
Yes, sir.
The image you have built, you can call it character.
Okay.
In different fields and different perspective. In public relations, you call it image or PR. In behavioral science psychology, you call it character. In business, you call it brand name.
Okay. Yes, brand name.
Brand.
Yes.
So let's limit it to that. In engineering and innovation, you call it product.
Yes, sir.
Now, you can call it a product, you can call it an idea. Okay, it is in technology that is an idea. That is an idea in IT, that is in the software world. It is an idea or innovation. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So we've mentioned public relations, we've mentioned character, you can call it character or personality. Personality in politics. You understand? So
yes.
we call in business, it's called the brand. In engineering, you call it product. That is what you have invented. This phone is a product of the company.
Yes, sir.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
This phone is a product of a company. This is a product of a company, yes. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So this is you can call it a brand. You can call it an idea. You can call it, it's a physical, entity. So
yes.
Brand, character, product, idea, innovation. When it comes to do with person, you say personality. That is to say that let me just give this so that the understanding, and I'll move it to perception.
Okay, sir.
I just want you to, I'll give you two seconds to think about the personality of all these following persons. Obafemi Awolowo, Okotie-Eboh, Abacha. Now, these are late people, right?
Yes, sir.
These are people that have one point or another become leaders in their own rights. Now, the perception or the personality of this person, these are individuals. Now, when you move away from that arrow of this perception, you now move to, of these individuals, brand, character, you now move the perception. That is, what is my thinking about that brand? If you say Ragoli's water, you say Eva water, you say Kowi water. If you say iPhone, you say Samsung, you say LG, you say Lenovo. Already, these are physical products, but your perception, interacting with them, is the next stage. Now, the third stage is your attitude, is how you are going to react when you say this is an iPhone. If somebody gives you an iPhone, your reaction might be different from if somebody is giving you an LG phone. True or false?
True, sir.
Because you already have a perception about those brands. If it is human being, if somebody is saying you are coming, let me give you Governor Sanwo-Olu, Dino Melayi, XY Governor Fayose, Governor El-Rufai, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, NCC chairman, the Prof.
Yes, NCC.
And a lot of others, that each of these individuals in their rights, the moment you hear their name, their personalities, isn't it? But yes, your own perception is who you see them to be. That is the next column. So the moment you hear any of their names, your reaction, your thinking, your conclusion, your statement will be based on the personality that you understood them to be. The same thing, I've made the example of a product, iPhone and LG phone. LG phone is an engineering innovation of a company or technological innovation of a company. Now, the perception you have automatically is your reaction. Is going to form your attitude. That's the next stage is the attitude. The attitude is now you now react. I just gave you an example. If somebody is giving you an LG phone, the moment or an iPhone, a gift, as you are opening it, you just saw an iPhone 11. Or while you are opening it, maybe you are going to jump up, hey! Or somebody is giving you in the same pack of gift. As you are opening it, you just saw an LG phone. It could be a high-end LG phone, but your reaction might differ.
Yes.
The way you are going to jump up might differ because of the product perception that will lead to your attitude. Your attitude will now lead to the behavior. Behavior is now how you are now going to behave or react to that. So therefore, to drive it home, the same process go for you and I and for every youth. What is the image you are building for yourself? The image you are building for yourself is the perception that people will have about you. Should I go on?
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm with you, sir.
The image you have is what the image that you build is the perception people will have. Their perception will lead to the attitude that they would, and the attitude that the way they will react is the kind of behavior they are going to. That's their response to you. So therefore, you should know that you are a product. If you are aspiring to contest in the next 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, your behavior should start from today.
Yes, sir.
You have to be building. You have to be building whatever that is good from today.
Oh, okay.
From today. So I want to enjoin every youth that technology we have established that is the way forward. Everything you put on your page should be something that people will see and be able to connect you in the next 20 years.
Yes, sir.
So you cannot want to become a governor and be posting nude. You cannot want to become, that links us to our political culture. You can do it in other climes. But here, you cannot do it because our culture is more of, in Africa, we are much more very protective of our culture. We are much more of the very religious type of people. So nudity and a lot of other things are not really acceptable or welcomed. I want to say something. I want to give an instance. If somebody is saying he's a cross-dresser, for instance, you can live, Nigerians can watch you for 10, 20 years, 15 years to be your cross-dresser or cross whatever or having a funny character. But let me say this, people are seeing it, but it will require a day that you now say you want to become a leader. You now see the forces that will come out against you that say we do not accept this is not part of our culture. So I want to enjoin every youth. What you know that you want to be known for in the next 20, 30 years, you did from today. And social media networks and whatever is an asset for you to be able to build and foster your futuristic, agenda. So don't be there today and be saying, be doing things, be dancing nude, be doing a lot of funny things. And you expect that tomorrow you now come and say you want to become a leader. No. And from your university, either from the secondary school to university level, you must make sure that you put your leadership skills into practice. Contest for student union, contest for your association leadership, contest for departmental. So
Yes,
these
sir.
are the things that are going to build, you. And the moment you have anything that you know is positive of you, put it on the media. Let your Facebook page, let your Instagram page, let your LinkedIn, let your Twitter page, let it be functional. Because before you leave your house in the morning, you write things that are, if you are going to aspire to be a leader, put leadership skills, things that you have read, put it. It could be an help to someone. It could actually change somebody's life. People are seeing it.
True, sir. People
Another
are
thing
really
is that
watching
be very persistent in whatever you do. Number one, if you have every month message, make sure it goes out the same time. If it is first of the month, if it is 8 o'clock every month, make sure that message goes out. If it is
Sure,
every
sir.
Monday, motivational speaking, let it go out every Monday, 8 o'clock. Don't let it fail. I have done it before when I had time, and I did it continuously. Anytime that I delay it, people will be calling me, Ojikutu, please, we are relying on this, your message.
Mm.
People that are elderly, because what I do was to read, study trend, and advise people on it, and encourage people on it.
Wow.
Thank you very much. I think
Wow. What a great message, sir. I really enjoyed this. Mo mọ̀ pé a sì ní agbára báyìí. Daddy, thank you so much. I really appreciate. Okay, sir, before I leave you, let me just ask a question on everything. Okay, we have a lot of young people and going into social media doing other things. And this pandemic, you can't give an excuse that you don't learn anything or don't put something through in this pandemic. If you are a youth and you want to run for an office or you want to do something in political something, you can't give an excuse that in this pandemic you are not doing anything, that you don't have something to do, something the things you're supposed to do, this pandemic cancel it and do other things, sir. What are the let me say challenges in this social media and life the mobiles are more alive, sir. Sorry. Yeah, I'm so very sorry. The issue is social media and life this thing. How do you maintain your social media life and your physical life in politics and other things in your business and everything? How do you maintain your social media life and physical life, sir?
social media life is the real life now. I should come again.
Yes, social media life is a real life now. Yeah, well,
Is
I get it.
the real life. Social
Mm,
media life is the real life. So there is no way you say you want to be faking your social media life. What you have to do is you want to develop yourself to make sure that the life that you put out there is your real life.
mm,
If, for instance, you leave your house to take pictures in somebody's house because you don't want people to see the way your house looks like, just walk towards that kind of house. Then you achieve it. Then you be comfortable taking the picture in your own house. If you aspire to drive a car,
but some people say that stop if you stop living a fake life on social media.
no, you can live a fake life on social media, but you have the burden to make sure that that fake life becomes your permanent life.
Mm.
You have a burden. You have a burden. You are snapping in somebody's house. Make sure you do your own house to be suit enough for you to take pictures.
Wow.
That's the moment you achieve that, it becomes your real life.
Mm.
It becomes your real life. Now, if you are renting a house in Lekki One, you are a celebrity or an entertainment person, and you go to the what is it called? To the social media, you rent a house for 8-9 million and you take picture from it. Remember the day you are not making money, or the records are not selling, or something is happening to your release, you will be in trouble.
Yes, sir.
But what you should do is that the moment you are getting the hit, make sure you get your own house, like 20 something or 30 million. Make it your own permanent house. Do it to your taste and be living there and take all your pictures to your suits. But the moment that people do not understand that, okay, social media life, we need to keep impressing, we need to pick, it's just an image which everybody needs. Because I said, if you do not build your image, it will lead to the perception that people have about you.
Yes.
So if you have a part of your house that is not painted, you don't bring it to the social media. But what you should not do is not let somebody's image, somebody has done a picture, somebody is looking somehow, is looking good, or is oppressing with a Rolex wristwatch or a car. Don't let it dissuade you. What you should do is, how would I develop my own level that I will not be the same way I was last year, this year? And that is what you are really saying, that somebody can take pictures in a very good environment, put it on social media, but make sure you are able to sustain it. And let me tell you, money is required to live a good life. And the solution is smart work. You have to work smart. This is not a time for hard work anymore. It's a time for smart work. It's a topic we can treat for 2 hours. Working smart is that you have a shop in Lekki, in Abraham, or you are a tailor in Agege, Pen Cinema Road, or you are a tailor in Ikorodu, or that's by the garage in Ikorodu, or you are a cake maker in Adeniyi in Surulere. All these locations, and you are expecting that somebody you have made clothes for, or you have baked for, or somebody that you are an engineer, you repair phones. All these persons, all the people that are going to pass through Adeniyi in your shop in a day might not be more than 3,000 in front of your shop. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Out of that 3,000, maybe it's 7 persons or 10 persons know that, okay, you are a tailor and they want to sew, they want to come and meet you to come and sew from you. All the old customers that you have had for the last 10 years. But out of those 3,000, somebody now saw the what is that thing? That thing that they put those human being 4D fabricated whatever that they wear clothes for.
Oh,
mannequin or something.
Yes.
Maybe mannequin. Fashion designers will know.
Yes.
Now, this mannequin that we're talking about people that will see it, they'll say, these are good clothing. Let's say another 7 persons will see it while they are working out of the 3,000, or let's say 10. Out of those 10 that will branch, new customers, so they will just come, and I like this cloth, how much is it? They are not sewing that day, they will just come maybe another day, or they will get your number. Maybe it's just one person that will say, okay, somebody wants to sew, maybe tomorrow they will bring that person, or one person will come and say, okay, come and take this clothes and sew. It's only one customer that you are getting in a day. But do you know out of all the 3,000 persons that pass through Adeniyi Okunsoya, either by road or by sea or by walking in front or by driving inside their own car or through Uber, only 10 customers entered your place, only one person is sewing from you. Am I there?
Yes, sir.
Now, out of all these persons, do you know that if you put your social media, you put your design on social media, do you know that if you have 5,000 followers, for instance, all these 5,000 plus or minus 4,000 will see it on your 4,000 will see it on your Facebook, on your Instagram, another 4,000, on your other media networks, another 3,000, 2,000. Let's say in the whole of 12,000 person will see it. Across board, you will have, let's say, 4,000 likes. If it's video, it can be more than. Now, with all these likes, do you know that out of these persons that have seen your design for that day or your video, out of the 12,000, do you know that you can get referrals up to 8 or 10 or 15 or 20 in a day, just seeing what you have done? So what technology will do, or is not saying you are living a fake life, but it is putting you out there for the world to see. So the advantage the youth have is to reach out to the world. You will put your design, somebody following you in the US will see it. It's an advantage. I appreciate you. I thank you for, bringing me on board. The truth is that every youth should know that the social media, the digital, technology in today's world is an advantage. So put yourself positively out there. Sell your product, sell your image, sell your personality. A lady that is not yet married, you can go on social media. Don't expose your body. But you can be out there for people to see your positivity. Because you are a product, you are a brand that you need to create a good perception so that people will have a good attitude to you. And that attitude will make them react by behaving to you in a positive way as well. Thank you. God bless you.
Wow. I really enjoy your section. I wish you could even be part of the last week speakers. Wow, but today was today was great. Thank you so much, Daddy. This is my daddy. This is the old Bobo, let me say, computer village. If you go to Ojikutu and if you go to computer village and say you're looking for Honorable Ojikutu, Bobo computer village. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Daddy. You are the best. I really enjoy your session. Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. I think we should have you back next month also to speak again. Thank you so much. God bless you, sir, for your time.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Bye for now, sir.
Thank you. God bless you.
Wow. Do you really enjoy this section? This was come sir, please, sir. This was a great section with Honorable Ojikutu live and direct. Yeah. We want you to join us by, let me say, September, October at the Heart of E-Marketing. The Heart of E-Marketing is going to be a great event on digital marketing and all of social media freelancing and every other thing, the heart of e-marketing. We are going to be having a great speakers and a wonderful section. We'll be going live on Zoom and other social media platform and other things. Thank you so much. God bless for joining us. And those people that will be watching this later, God bless you.